understand the value of not letting go. There's no place for complacency in this league.
Absolutely not, Hank.
And the second you get comfortable is the second you get a reality check. This is the greatest collection of basketball talent in the entire world. And a lottery-bound team can make you look silly if you don't come to play. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting these guys to come out with a sense of urgency and to keep this thing going.
That may be your last time that you do cheerleading. The last time.
The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Berg and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline, courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, I spoke with Jay about the history he has with Coach Gaines. Falling out at Bay City over an injury to a promising freshman, having to deal with each other in Summer League, during which time, Jay said, they talked it out, and they came to an understanding. And I quote, the past is the past. Guys?
David, fantastic report, thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten the sense things weren't completely ironed out during Summer League, but by the end of it, both guys were on the same page.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at Memphis. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Utah, 7 games back.
You know, right now for the Grizzlies, they've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question, it's working.
You know what, Greg? It just looks to me like they're having fun out there, and sometimes that's contagious. It drives success. This is beautiful.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. And it's Jackson in at the 3. Adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Jazz with some changes. Bradley comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 3. Pass to Clark. Inside. And he dumps it down.
Hey, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Conley. He has 5. Morant with the steal. Here's Crowder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Here's Conley. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn. Mitchell passes to Gobert. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
That one goes in. Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Clarkson with the ball. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade and how he plays.
And Memphis making a change here. He's checked in. This is it to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. stolen by Bradley. Now, here's Clarkson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And it's Davis missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him on a rhythm.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Here's Clarkson. The Grizzlies making the shot. He dishes it to Bradley. And it's tonight.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
And Mitchell drops them both.
Let's remember that Donovan Mitchell's first love was baseball. His father played in the minors, coached in the majors. Donovan himself was a star player in high school. It wasn't until he broke his wrist that he decided to dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
Here's Clarkson. Jaron Jackson making his last shot. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson's got the ball.
Great job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Clarkson looking for an opening. The pass to Davis. Back to Clarkson. Fires at the elbow. Davis. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like the break for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Outside, Davis. Bradley kicks to Clarkson. He sinks the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 5.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
It's tipped. Good change shot.
You know, the glass so far hadn't even been open.
Here's Crowder. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Pretty dive there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Clarkson passes to Bradley. Down low. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
42 seconds left in the first. And here's Clarkson. He's got 5. Bradley dishes to Clarkson. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
To the middle. Here's Jackson. No good that time. Bradley with some nice D. Here's O'Neal. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he's good on the second. Here's Jones. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Back right after this. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like,
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
So on the floor for Utah, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. And there's Davis, then it's O'Neal. And it's Niang in a power forward. Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And yes, it's good. 18 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The 11-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Jackson. Bucket is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Mitchell finds Clarkson. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Utah with the ball, following the score by Memphis. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
It's good. 9 points for Donovan Mitchell.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing.
That is authority right there.
How's that for an answer? Back with the dunk.
A little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Utah has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Clarkson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Against the rim with a two-handed slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. That quick look, no good that time.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Cans it from downtown. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. And the rejection by Jackson.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Clarkson. O'Neal up top. Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson finds Jones. And Davis sends it back. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Clark comes in for Kyle Anderson. Jackson is checked in for Murray. And it's Morant in for Jones. Then for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. Outside Conley, passes it to Niang. That's the dishes to Conley. To the paint, here's Niang. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now Clarkson, 9 points in the game so far. Back to Conley. A shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Now here's Morant. 17 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Ballinger is trying to free himself up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Good work there as it goes.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Occupying that instant offense role, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Here's Conley, following the score by Memphis. Clarkson finds Conley. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Nice fit on the step-back jumper. He has 28 points for the game.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And the Jazz call time here. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing.
6 seconds left to play here in the half. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. That'll do it for the first half. Grizzlies out in front, up by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Josh Jackson. Then it's Morant. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. On the wing, the Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 13.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
16 feet away, and the jumper is good.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
On the wing, Mitchell. Here's the pass to Niang. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. And there's another one for the Jazz.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Conley. Finished off the break. 8 points in the game so far.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Jackson from long range. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Conley finds Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
They double him with Mitchell. And that time, also a missed shot.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Davis, Gobert trying to get open. A rebound by Anderson. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, we're taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, this is one where it will take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with a win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And that one is stuck right through.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Here is Conley. He's got 12. Dish now to Gobert. Conley surveying the D. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Morant. Outside Crowder. Covered by Mitchell. To the middle. Memphis moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And that one's good by Clark.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Conley with it. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Mitchell is double. Clarkson on the wing. The putback. Davis the best to go there. Crowder hit the steal. And they're running. Finish off the break. He's got 34.
And Kevin, how about Crowder's ability to start their offense with his defense? He's always keeping his hands moving.
And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
The shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Clarkson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
The Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. Utah also making some changes. Bradley's checked in for Davis. And O'Neal subbed in for Mike Conley. Right wing. To the wing right side. To the paint. Crowder kicks to Jackson. Buries it down low. Jackson's got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Bradley passes to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Of course, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor. You know, what's probably frustrating for the young Josh Jackson is that he's got all the tools to be successful. This guy can score inside and out. He's got great athleticism. Now he's just seeking the right opportunity and a chance to put all that talent together.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles at the 3 spot.
Just superior focus on Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And with Jackson, it's a matter of consistency, Doris, for him in the early stages of his career.
I think he is still waiting, Josh Jackson, for the moment when he puts everything together. You love the work ethic and the fire he plays with, but he's got to start to become consistent and know a franchise can count on him.
That's good from Morant.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Doris, you and I love history. And we talked today, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin. And the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell. In no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Jazz trailed by 19. Kicks it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dump.
Kevin, how fast does Donovan Mitchell get off the ground? My goodness.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one. 37 points for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Conley inside the line. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score lane is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Mitchell is double. Inside, here's Bogdanovich, and it's in there. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Ingles. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And here we go. Fast break to Moraska. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Listen, make no mistake, this guy is explosive on the drive. Josh Jackson drawing the contact in attack mode. That's nice.
Second free throw, no good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
The try, wow, hammering it in.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the heart. Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete. Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Conley with a wide open look. His 3 pointers off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovic said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Gobert. The Jazz again can't hit it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And now the Grizzlies, fast break, jumps up. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.